that is 2D geometry. This 2D geometry means you can do it like this. You can start doing from triangle. I'm going to tell about different polygons in which the main one is triangle. You can start by taking this triangle. In this triangle, they have given this thing, that is all sides going to be equal. They are known as equilateral triangle. That is equilateral triangle. And if any two sides going to be equal, it is known as isosceles triangle. Now this can be known as isosceles triangle, that is this triangle. Here two sides going to become equal and another side will be have different length. Scalene triangle is the one in which this is known as isosceles triangle. And the next type of triangle is scalene triangle, in which all three sides going to be of different length. Here it is 1, 2, 3. These are known as scalene triangle. You can get lot of different problems and beautiful problems in all different types of triangles, and I'm going to tell how to do each one of them. Let's start by doing this one, that is isosceles triangle. In any triangle, in equilateral triangle, you have formula to find out the area, and here you need to find out by half times of base of perpendicular height. Let's do it like this. If you take any triangle, that is any of those triangle, you can write here they have given the base length as 1 unit and even the perpendicular height as 1 unit in this triangle. This is normal triangle. You can take this as equal to, in this triangle it going to be the area of the triangle is half times of base times of perpendicular height. So this going to become equal to half times of, here the base which is 1 units times of the perpendicular height, which also going to be 1 units. So you cannot divide denominator to any of the numerator, so it remains as 1 times of 1 times of 1, 1. Below it becomes 2. Half is the actual thing. And let's take one more triangle. And in this triangle, you can take out, they have given that is base length as 2 units, but the perpendicular height same 1 units. Here also you can find out the areas half times of base times of perpendicular height, that going to become half times of, here it is the base which is 2 units times of, this is the perpendicular height, 1 times of 1 is 1, again 1 times of 1 is 1, 1 square units is the area of this triangle. If you take one more here also you can find out that they have given the base length as 5 units and the perpendicular height as 1 units. You need to find the same, what's the area here also half times of base times of perpendicular height, that is base times of perpendicular height. You can write it as half times of, here the base length is 5 units times of this perpendicular height which is 1 units. You cannot divide 2 and 5, so numerator 5 times of 1 becomes 5, in denominator it becomes 2, so it becomes 5 by 2 square units. Let's take one more triangle, and in this triangle they have given the base length as 7 units and the perpendicular height going to be as 1 units. Now you can find it out, what's the area. You can find out the area of this triangle is half times of base times of perpendicular height, that going to become half times of, this is the base which is 7 units times of, this is the perpendicular height which is 1 units. You cannot divide 2 and 7, so 7 remains above, 2 comes below, 7 by 2 square units. Let's take one more triangle. In this final triangle, they have given the base length as 10 units and the perpendicular height as 1 units. Here also you need to find out what's the area. Area of this triangle can be found out as half times of base times of perpendicular height, that going to become half times of this is the base, which is 10 units, times of this is the perpendicular height, which is 1 units. 2 1 times 2 5 times is 10. 5 times of 1 becomes 5 square units is the area of this triangle. Here you can finish all of these problems. Let's start by taking equilateral triangle. If you take any equilateral triangle, you can find out the perimeter first. Here all sides of this equilateral triangle is 1 units. You need to find out what's the perimeter and then what's the area. Perimeter of equilateral triangle is 3 times of side length. Here side length is 1 units. So 3 times of side length means you can write it as 3 times of 1. 3 times of 1 is 3. So 3 units is the perimeter. Let's find out what's the area. Area of this triangle is, that is, root 3 by 4 times of a square. Now you can write it like this, that is root 3 by 4 times of a square means here 1 units 1 square. 1 times of 1 becomes equal to 1. So this is root 3 by 4 times of 1. This remains as root 3 by 4 square units. Let's take another equilateral triangle. And in this triangle, you can either have given all sides as 2 units. If all sides are 2 units, then you must find out what's the perimeter and what's the area of this equilateral triangle. Now here also you can find it out. Perimeter of this triangle is 3 times of a, 3 times of side length, that is 3 times of 2. 3 times of 2 becomes 6. So this is going to be 6 units. Now you can find out what's the area. Area of this equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 times of a square. This is nothing but root 3 by 4 times of 2 square. 2 square means 2 times of 2. 2 times of 2 is 4. So this is equal to root 3 by 4 times of 4. For 1 times, for 1 times you can divide numerator and denominator. It remains as root 3 square units. Let's take another one triangle. In this triangle, they have given all sides as 5 units. When all sides are 5 units, here also you need to find out what's the perimeter and what's the area of this triangle when the side length is 5 units. You can find it out. Perimeter of the triangle is 3 times of side length, which is 3 times of, here the side length is 5 units. 3 times of 5 is 15. So this is going to become 15 units. Now let's find out what's the area. Area of this triangle is root 3 by 4 times of a square. This is nothing but root 3 by 4 times of, this is the side length, which is 5 units. 5 square. Now you're going to become 5 times of 5, which is 25. So this is nothing but root 3 by 4 times of 25. Now you cannot divide 4 and 25, so multiply them. 25 root 3 by 4 square units. That is the area of this equilateral triangle. Let's take one more equilateral triangle. Now you can take like this. In this equilateral triangle, you're going to get the all sides as 7 units. When all sides are 7 units, you can take here all sides are 7 units. You need to find out what's the area, what's the perimeter, and what's the area of this triangle. Here also the same thing. Perimeter of the equilateral triangle is 3 times of side length, which is going to become 3 times of, this is the side length, which is 7 units. 3 times of 7. 3 times of 7, which is equal to 21. So 21 units is the perimeter of this triangle, and you need to find out what's the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle is root 3 by 4 times of side length square. That is nothing but root 3 by 4 times of, this is the side length, which is 7 units, 7 square. And 7 square can be written as 7 times of 7, which is 49. That is root 3 by 4 times of 49, and you cannot divide 4 and 49, so 49 times of root 3 remains as 49 root 3 by 4, that is square units. Let's take the final problem. Here in this triangle they have given all side length as 10 units. When all side lengths are 10 units, you need to find here also what's the perimeter and what's the area of the triangle. Perimeter here also the same thing, that is 3 times of side length, that is 3 times of here the side length is 10 units, 3 times of 10 is 30 units, 30 units is the perimeter. Area of the triangle can be written as root 3 by 4 times of a square, that is root 3 by 4 times of here the side length is 10 units, so it's going to become 10 square. 10 times of 10, which is 100, so this is nothing but root 3 by 4 times of 100 units. For 1 times, for 2 times 8, and 20 remains, for 5 times is 20. 25 times of root 3, it is 25 root 3 square units is the area of this triangle. I'm going to do more problems like this. Bye.